In this video, we will discuss the differences between welding and brazing operation. So the very first difference for welding, this is the strongest joint that can bear the load. The strength of the welded joint can exceed the strength of the base metal. So here you can see an example of welding. The two plates, this is plate 1 and this is plate 2. They are welded together by a suitable welding process. So the welding joint is nothing but the strongest joint, and it can bear the load also. The strength of the welded joint can exceed the strength of the base metal. So this is nothing but the base metal. The two plates are nothing but the base metal, and this is the weld bead. So the strength of this welded joint is sometimes more than the strength of the base metal. Now brazing. These are the stronger than soldering, but also weaker than welding. It can be used to bear some load. So the brazing joint is stronger than the soldering joint, but it is weaker than the welding joint. It can be used to bear some load. So the brazing joint can be used to bear some load. Next difference. The temperature of the desired welding zone is up to 3800 degrees Celsius. So depending on the various welding processes, we get a different temperature during the welding. So here you can see the classification of various welding processes. So the welding process can be classified into gas welding, resistance welding, arc welding, some newer welding techniques, and solid state welding. We can further classify gas welding into oxyacetylene, air acetylene, oxyhydrogen. The resistant welding can be classified into butt, spot, seam, projection, whereas arc welding can be classified into carbon arc, metal arc, plasma arc, gas metal arc, and gas tungsten arc. Few newer welding techniques are there like electron beam welding, laser beam welding, and the solid state welding is classified into friction welding, ultrasonic welding, diffusion welding, and explosive welding. So with this process we can achieve different temperature. Now brazing, it may go up to 600 degrees Celsius in brazing. So with brazing we can go up to 600 degrees Celsius, whereas in welding we can go up to 3800 degrees Celsius. Next difference, the workpiece need to be heated to their melting point to join. So here you can see one of the type of welding process, that is GTAW, gas tungsten arc welding process. So in welding what happens, we have to heat the workpiece above its melting point in order to join it. So this can be understood with this diagram. So this is nothing but a GTAW process where we are using a non-consumable tungsten electrode. The arc is generated in between this non-consumable electrode and the workpiece, and due to that generation of arc, the heat is generated. And due to the generation of heat, the fairing surfaces get melted. And sometimes the filler material is also used in order to join these two plates. So basically in welding what happens, we are melting the parent material or the base material. So the workpiece needs to be heated to their melting point to join. Now the brazing. The workpiece is heated but below the melting point. So here you can see the brazing operation. Here also we are heating the workpiece, but it is not heated above its melting point. Okay, it is heated but below the melting point. That is known as brazing. Now next difference. The mechanical properties of the base metal may vary in the joint space due to heating and cooling. This can be understood with this diagram. So here you can see the heat affected zone of the weld metal. Okay, so this is nothing but the weld bead. The portion in black color, this is the weld bead, and this is the heat affected zone. So this is the heat affected zone, and this is the base metal. So here you can see the microstructure of the base metal is different than the microstructure of weld bead and the heat affected zone. Again, we can classify heat affected zone in few zones like the solid liquid boundary, then grain growth zone, then the recrystallized zone, then partially transport zone, tempered zone, and unaffected base. Okay, this is base metal. So here you can see the microstructure of the base metal is comparatively different than the microstructure of this weld bead and heat affected zone. So what happens? as the microstructure changes, there is a difference in mechanical properties. Okay, so the mechanical properties of the base metal may vary in the joint space due to heating and cooling. Now brazing. The mechanical properties of the joint may change, but it is almost negligible. Now in brazing, what happens? We are heating the metal up to 600 degrees Celsius only. So there is negligible change in the mechanical properties of the metal. Whereas there is appreciable change in the mechanical properties of the metal in welding, because here we are heating and cooling. Now next difference. Welding involving heat consumption, high level skill are required. So here you can see the welding machine. So the welding is nothing but heat addition to the workpiece. So we are adding lot of heat into the workpiece, and as it involves the heat consumption, and hence the skill is very required. So we require a skilled labor for carrying out various welding activities like GTAW process or some other welding processes. Now the brazing. The cost involved and the skill needed are between the welding and soldering. So here you can see the brazing operation. So the cost and the skill required, that is in between welding and soldering for the brazing operation. Next difference, and this is the last difference. Heat treatment is usually required to eliminate the unwanted effects of welding. So here you can see an example of heat treatment. These are the welded structure and they are subjected to the heat treatment. Heat treatment is nothing but a combination of heating and cooling the material so as to achieve different properties. So the heat treatments are generally required in case of welding to eliminate the unwanted effects of the welding. So due to welding, what happens? The microstructure gets changed. So that also we have to bring to its original state. Then there may be a generation of residual stresses. So these defects can be eliminated with the heat treatments. Now the brazing. No heat treatment is required after brazing. So it is clearly stated, no heat treatment is required after brazing. So this is the difference in between welding and brazing. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you.